So here are 10 things that could derail your police recruitment process, and they are not the National Sift. It's not the online assessment centre, and it's not your final interview. Failing those things could derail you, but these 10 things that I'm going to talk to you about in a moment, these are the things that people don't consider until the end of the process, and then they end up heartbroken because they can't get into the police, even though there's an intake with their name on it, where the force has actually said, we're preparing you for this specific intake, and you can't get in because of one of these 10 things. So I'm going to share what those 10 things are, hopefully help you avoid those mistakes that other people have made unwittingly and unknowingly. And I'm also going to talk to you in this live about the why. Why knowing your why is so important. Even if you're not going to get asked this question at your final interview, you need to have your why nailed down. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you go about doing that. So before we continue, who am I and why should you listen to anything I've got to say? My name is Brendan from Blue Light, and over the past 31 years now, I've been supporting people just like you to succeed in the police recruitment process, in specialist interviews, and in promotion boards. I've been doing this for a long time with a huge amount of success. We are just about to hit 800 Trustpilot reviews. We'll be so excited when we hit 1,000. Actually, just talking to a client this evening who was saying how they've been watching our one-to-one congratulatory meetings and how they're hoping it's going to be them one day and they'll be leaving that review. This could be you. You could be review number 900. Anyway, let's see. So tonight's been a great evening. I've been speaking to our clients on the Ask Brendan Anything, and also to individuals from this Facebook group on my Insider Circle. And I wanted to share some of the learning that came out of those sessions. So first of all, should we dive into the 10 things, shall we? Oh, let me know in the comments, by the way, if this is useful. Give me some loves and likes. Even if you're watching this on the recording, give me some loves and likes. If you're watching this on the recording on YouTube, then below you can find a link to the awesome Facebook group. The awesome Facebook group where this went live. Over 27,000. We've just hit 27,000 members of that Facebook group. So awesome to have you all on board. You're the ones that make this group what it is. So the 10 things. These are things that aren't the online assessment centre. They're not National Sift. They're not the final interview. Those things will fail you. I mean, even during Uplift, when the police were recruiting like crazy, only 1 in 10 succeeded. Only 1 in 10 succeeded. These are things that could fail you. So number one, this is in no particular order, by the way. Number one, qualifications. You'd be thinking, well, when I applied, they said I needed these qualifications. First of all, make sure you've got those qualifications, because we do get some people who get all the way to the end of the process and just the force just goes, you've not got 2 A-levels or equivalent. Oh, did I need those? Yeah. Well, I put down the fact I've got GCSEs on my form. They don't look at the form. They don't even look at it at that point. They're looking at it at the very end. And the other thing about qualifications is, have you got your certificates? Oh, no, I haven't. I don't know where they are. I need to dig them out. Yeah, need to dig them out now at the start of the process, not waiting until the end where the force has got your name on a seat on an intake and you're there, I can't find my qualifications. You're just going to get sidelined, and the next person in the queue is going to take your place, because that's how it works. That is how it works. All right, number 2, references. This will hold up your recruitment process. They ask for references towards the end when they do the vetting, but if your references haven't been warmed up, you've not told them to expect a reference request, or they put it on a pile and it just sits there, you're not going to get in. They are not going to accept you without having those references. The references don't necessarily need to be from a workplace, especially if you're like 17, 18 years old. You may have a reference from a workplace, but your college, your college or school should be able to provide a reference for you. A teacher, someone you know in your personal life who's of professional standing. But make sure you warm them up, because otherwise that could hold you up. Number 3, tattoos. The amount of you who fail tattoo vetting because you've got a tattoo on your hand or your neck or your face, you can't get in. I don't know if any force in the country in the United Kingdom will accept you with a tattoo on your neck, face or hands. So get them laser removed now, not trying to scrabble around getting the laser removed before your intake. Similarly, with other tattoos you might have elsewhere on your body, you've got to make sure they align with the values of the force. So this is where we've helped with some of our clients in the past. One of them was a Royal Marine, left the Royal Marines, but he had the Royal Marine logo insignia on his leg, tattooed on his leg, and of course there's this dagger thing in there. So they failed him on tattoo vetting because of a dagger, because of a weapon. He had to explain then that this was part of what was then Her Majesty, bless her soul, may she rest in peace, Her Majesty's Royal Marines. And I was a Royal Marine, and we helped them explain it, and they accepted him. So sometimes we can get tattoo decisions reversed, but it's tough. Make sure you comply with what they are looking for. Next, this is something you do something about now, fitness. Get your level of fitness up to what is required for the bleep test. And I know some of you might be thinking, oh, it's just a stroll, it's just a walk in the park. Well, it depends what you've been through in life. Like, I know that mothers might find it harder to do than some spring chicken who's 17 years old, who can jump over walls and do Herculean type Superman things. But look, don't just, and especially in the group, don't be like gaslighting people saying, oh, it's easy, because it might not be easy for some people, but the time to start preparing for your fitness so you can do 5.4 on the bleep test is always now. Like, the best time is yesterday. The next best time is today. Next one, vetting. Check the force if it's got something on there about vetting. If it's not, check the authorised professional practice for vetting. We do offer that service, our vetting service. We've got an expert in-house. We call him John Smith. It's not his real name, but he's an absolute expert in vetting. He was head of professional standards and counter-corruption for a really big metropolitan force. There's nothing he doesn't know about vetting. But vetting fails so many of you. Third-party things, you can't help who your relatives and friends are. But your own past, you could have helped back then. And one of the things that fails people on vetting is something in your past that you reveal. If you don't reveal it, it's an instant fail, but something from your past that you reveal. So it could be like a drink drive conviction from 20 years ago. And even though the authorised professional practice says that you'll be considered after 10 years from a disqualification for drink driving, I don't know if any force is going to accept you. Why? Because their insurance is going to go up. And why? Because how can you ever give evidence in court for a drink drive case when you've got a conviction for that? Similarly with dishonesty offences. And yes, shoplifting is a dishonesty offence. The definition of theft, which shoplifting is, starts off with the word dishonestly. So if you've got caution from when you were 15 for nicking some lipstick or some crisps or whatever, then that's going to preclude you from joining the police. We've had one successful vetting appeal for someone who's got a caution for a dishonesty offence, and it was the passage of time that helped with that. So they're like in their 40s, and this was something from 20 years ago, and we helped them demonstrate that they were of good standing, good character. So making sense so far? We are halfway through. That's 5. We've got another 5 to go. Don't leave, because the last one is just like, you'd be thinking, oh, that's a no-brainer, that. Why would I not do that? But so many of you don't do it. So stick around for the last one, and also I'll be talking to you about why your why is so important. And by the way, if any of you are thinking, I'd love, hear me talk about clients all the time. Who are these clients? These are people who are members of our Online Assessment Centre and National Sift Academy and Final Interview Academy. This is where we work with you, small group practice webinars. The one-to-ones are just gold. Our coaches are amazing. We've got 10 coaches on the team. Over 250 years worth of coaching and management experience. These are some of the best coaches I've ever come across in the police service. They are incredible, and they have incredible success rates as well. Like Coach Catherine, 100% success rate for Online Assessment Centre. Wow. So if you'd like to be part of that journey, if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description below, there's a first link is a form to complete. Complete that form and we'll have a conversation. If you're watching this live inside the Facebook group, then just send me a message and I'll send you the next steps. And we'd love to have a conversation with you, see what we can do to help guarantee. Yeah, we do guarantee. I forgot to mention that. If you don't pass, we give you all your money back. Yeah, bold, I know, bold. If you do not pass, we will just give you all of your money back. That's how good we are. We can afford to give that guarantee. Actually, I'm seeing some of our success stories actually on this live. So let's do some shout outs to some people who are on this live now. Just a few of them. We've got Sai. Good to see you, Sai. One of our awesome, amazing success stories. We've got Sean, Michael, Sarah Jane, Bailey, Mohammed, Jimmy, we've got Kim, we've got James, we've got Peter, we've got Eilish, we've got Jess, Bruce. So many of you, so many of you. Good to see you on board on this live. All right, let's continue with the next 5. Sickness levels. If you've got a lot of sickness in the past 3 years, then it may be the case that you are going to get screened out based on that. They're generally looking for, I think it's 12 days, no more than 12 days in any year. If you've got more than that, you need a good explanation as to why, like road traffic collision that you're involved in, or you broke your leg doing sports, or postnatal depression, or something that's a thing that was out of your sphere of control, and it's not your fault that you got that thing, and your sickness record otherwise is awesome. So sickness levels, do consider that. Oh, actually this is going to be 9 things because I've written fitness down twice. Oops. So going to number 7, it's going to be 9 things. I'm trying to get to a magic number of 10. BMI. If they say you need to have your BMI between 18 and 30, it needs to be between 18 and 30. Someone's just asked in the group today, how flexible are they? Like some forces might be, but most forces will be like, no, it's 31, you failed. Someone's just been failed today, I've seen it in the Facebook group, because their, not their heart rate, their blood pressure was 2 over what it's meant to be. Just 2. There's no latitude, there's no wriggle room. If your blood pressure is meant to be no more than 140, whatever the thing is, and yours was 142, which is what it was for this individual, well, that's over. Now, I'm from a police background. I'm like, well, that's a fail. BMI is 31. Well, that's a fail. We say 30. So get your BMI under 30. Is that too much to ask? So get your BMI sorted. And yeah, I know some of you might be thinking, oh, it's an old way of measuring fitness, but it's the one we've got. It's the one forces use. The golden rule applies. Those who hold the gold make the rules. So just get your head around it. Okay, hopefully helpful. Number 8, health. It's worth having a bit of a health checkup. Actually, on one of the webinars this evening, one of our alumni, John, revealed that he'd been discovered with hearing loss in his medical, and he's had to go and have an operation for it. He's back in the system now, but he wished he'd done that hearing test right at the start of the process. So places like Boots and Specsavers will do free hearing tests. Well worth you getting an eyesight test as well. Give yourself a bit of an MOT. Make sure that you comply with all the health requirements that they're looking for, because the last thing you want is to get right to the end of the process only to be told, yeah, you need to go and get that sorted first. Get it sorted now, right? Get it sorted now, whatever the thing is. And the last one, not having all of these things ready. Get all of these things lined up now at the start of the process, so at the end of the process, you are intake ready. That's what you want to be. You're the perfect candidate. If you're intake ready, you're... Oh, back again. So we want to be recruit and intake ready and be that perfect candidate. You passed everything with high marks, but all of the things I've just mentioned, make sure you're all lined up, you've seen to them all, you are all sorted, you're ready to go. Right. Okay. Next thing, why? I was talking with one of my clients this evening who's going for the MET DC process, and we talked about a model, a structure that we could utilise to explain your why do you want to be a police officer or why do you want to be a detective. It always starts with a what or a who. It doesn't start with, I've always wanted to be a police officer, because you haven't. It doesn't start with, I want to give something back to the community. Well, you might, but it's cliched. It doesn't start with, my values align with the values of the police service. Vomit. No, please don't come out with cliches, because I've heard them all before. I don't know who puts these cliches out into the ether. Stop it. Like, don't do it. You sound like everyone else. You need to sound unique, like the real, authentic you. When people say, just be yourself, what they really mean, because they don't know what they're talking about. When they say that, actually, they don't know what they're talking about. You need to be your true, authentic self in a structured way, in a detailed way. Demonstrate authenticity. Things go wrong. Demonstrate an emotional connect and always answer the question. So your why question always starts off with, who or what influenced you? Who or what inspired you to be a police officer? And I know some of you might be like, oh, I can't think. There wasn't anyone. Yes, there was. There was. There would have been a who or a what. I guarantee it. I've coached hundreds, thousands of people for the recruitment process and for promotion boards over the years, over 31 years. I've yet to come across someone who can't articulate their why, where it all started, where their dream of being a police officer started. They might find it hard to recollect it, but after me digging inside their brain a little bit, I'll always find it, always. I put money on it. I will guarantee that there is a who inspired you, or a what inspired you. Always. 100%. So if you're starting off by saying, I can't think, we just need to dig deeper into your mind. And that's what we're good at doing, by the way. We're good at digging deep into your mind. That sounds a bit creepy, that, doesn't it? It's not. It's us extracting the information that you already have in there and helping you articulate it. And that's how we get a great success rate. So there we go, folks. I've just seen some of you just jumping on now. Steve, Anna, hey Debbie, how are you? And John, hey John, how are you doing? I'm about to go. So that was it. Like I said before, if you're interested in our academy program, you're thinking, I'd love that guarantee. That guarantee, it's just awesome. I'd love that guarantee of a pass. Then yeah, come and join us. We don't do many refunds. We do some, but not many. That's why we can afford to offer that no-brainer guarantee. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the description button thing at the top. The link to complete the form takes no more than 5 minutes, and then we'll jump on a call with you, have a conversation, see if you're a good fit. And you can work out whether we're a good fit for you. That's really important. So there we go, folks. Hopefully that live broadcast was useful for you. A couple of things to say just before I say goodbye. If you're in a job already, kudos to you. You're amazing. I love you in that special kind of police love, because you're out there protecting us, serving communities, doing the things that other people can't even imagine the police have to deal with. So I doff my cap to you. And for those of you who are looking to join the police, it's the best career in the world. I mean, I know I'm biased, but like, seriously, it's awesome. It's awesome. And if you're at this point now, then you're keen. I love you to bits. If you've got any questions or comments, do put them in the below there. John's saying, great to catch up with you tonight. It was awesome to catch up with you, as always, John. Any questions, anything at all, put it in the comments and we will get back in touch with you. Otherwise, some suggestions as to future lives as well. I could do some of those. Anyway, I will catch up with you very, very soon. Take care of everyone and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.